Hello, welcome to Kingdom Citizens. I am thrilled to have you guys all join me today. If this is your first time, welcome. My name is Sandra. I create content related to faith, education, lifestyle. The main focus of this channel is children, but our parents are also welcome because once in a while I post videos addressing parents as well. I'm passionate about kids. I want to see our children grow up to be amazing adults and great kingdom citizens. So please hit the subscribe button to be a part of this channel. If this is not your first time, hey kingdom citizens! Thank you so much for your support. I am thrilled that you guys are always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. In fact, you guys are the best. Please like this video and share it to as many people as you know. You guys already know the drill. You know. Long time no story time. It's been a long time since I sat down here to tell you guys a story. So today I'm gonna be telling you a story that I read from the Bible recently. I just want to share with you what the story is about and what I learned from the story. Keep on watching. The story is about Abraham and how he separated from his nephew Lot. Taking it all the way back, when Abraham left his father and his family, his extended family, when the Almighty called him, he actually left with his nephew Lot. When he left, the Almighty blessed him as he journeyed with him. Okay, the Bible said Abraham became wealthy. He had lots of livestock, gold, silver, servants, tents, name it. Okay, Lot was also blessed as well. Lot also had livestock, tents, servants and everything. So when they journeyed, they came to Negev. Okay, when they got to Negev, the Bible said the land was not sufficient enough to cater for Abraham, all his livestock, and as well as Lot and all his livestock. So there were conflicts between Abraham's servants and Lot's servants. They were always fighting over feeding the livestock. Like, you know how you guys fight over snacks? It was kind of like what Lot's servants and Abraham's servants did, because the land wasn't sufficient for them. So Abraham decided, you know what, let's try to fix this problem. So he called his nephew and he said to him, I'm not happy with what's going on between your servant and my servant, okay? I'm not happy with the conflict. I mean, we're relatives. Why do we have to fight over these things? You know what's gonna happen? Let's separate. Go to wherever you want to go to. Choose whatever land you want to go to. I will have to make do with whatever is left. The Bible says Lot actually looked and he saw this very beautiful city. The Bible actually said it looked like the garden of the Almighty. Lot thought in his mind, this place will be so good for my livestock. There'll be lots for them to eat and feed. My servants will not have to fight over food anymore. This place will be an amazing place for my family and for everything I have. So he told Abraham that he was going to go there, and actually he was talking about Sodom. Okay, so Abraham said, okay, it's fine, you can go to Sodom, it's fine. He had to also go to somewhere else, which was Canaan. The Bible said the people of Sodom were wicked. That was the word the Bible used. The people of Sodom were wicked, but Lot didn't know that, right? When Abraham stayed back, went to Canaan, the Almighty actually appeared to him to tell him that he was going to bless him where he was. Even though he didn't choose the best land, the Almighty was still going to bless him where he was. The Almighty actually said that his descendants will be so many that if you're able to count the dust of the earth, then you'll be able to count his descendants, which we all know is impossible. Like, you can't count the dust of the earth, which means that you cannot count Abraham's descendants. If you know anything about Sodom, what happened with Sodom, Sodom was finally destroyed. Like, if you read chapter 14 and 15, you find out that Sodom was actually destroyed at some point because the people of Sodom were wicked. This was an information that Lot didn't know. When Lot was choosing to go to Sodom, he had no idea that the people of Sodom were wicked and that the Almighty was going to destroy Sodom at some point. He didn't know. He only saw with his physical eyes, and it was attractive to him. He wanted it. He wanted to get a hold of Sodom, but he didn't know He didn't know what was coming for him or what was going to befall him. And if you know, when the Almighty destroyed Sodom, he only spared Lot and his family, and that was because of Abraham. So Lot was not able to come out with any of those livestock. You know, all those livestock that he had, all those things that he had, livestock, servants, tents, he was not able to come out with any of those things. The Almighty destroyed everything, you know, except Lot and his daughters, because his wife also perished. Which brings me to what I want to talk about. In this world, it's easy to get distracted, or it's easy to make choices based on what we can see with our own physical eyes. But that also tells us that there are so many things that we are not able to see. If someone had told Lot that Sodom would be destroyed sometime in future, I think he would not go to Sodom. He went there because of what he saw, not knowing what was going to befall Sodom. And again, he didn't ask from the Almighty. He didn't pray. The Bible didn't tell us that he asked the Almighty to direct him. He probably didn't know that he was supposed to ask, or he didn't even know about the Almighty. I don't know what the situation is. We are privileged at this time that we know the Almighty. We know him. We know how to come to him. We know how to talk with him. Okay, so I want to encourage us to always ask questions before we make major decisions in life. If you want to move to a new place, or if you want to settle down, or if you want to get a job, or if you want to, get, you want to get a new career path, questions regarding very serious life decisions, I'm encouraging us to always ask, because we don't see what Yahweh sees. We are limited. Our sights are limited as humans. Something might look, nice and beautiful, but you don't know what's going to happen to that thing in the next 5 years to 10 years, even the next day. We don't know, right? We are grateful that we have an all-knowing Elohim who sees everything, things that we don't see. He sees all these things, and it's just safer to come before him to ask him questions before we make such decisions. That way, he will direct us. He will direct us to making better decisions. Remember, he said his thoughts for us are of good and not of evil, to lead us to an expected end. Ask him, where do you want me to go? Is it okay if I go here? Is this the right time for me to go here? Whatever it is, ask questions. With Abraham, we can tell that he wasn't angry about Lot's decision, right? As humans, we could get angry and say, why did you choose this other place? You're my nephew. Why did you have to choose the best part of the land? No, he wasn't angry. In fact, if you read the subsequent chapters, you find out that Abraham went to save Lot. At the time he was, captured, he and his family were captured. Abraham gathered people to go save Lot. So he wasn't angry with Lot at all. He wasn't angry about Lot and his decisions at all. He accepted it in good faith, and the Almighty blessed him in that moment and in that decision that he made. Which means that when you walk with the Almighty, he will help you with your decisions. And even when you are in a position where you feel like you're not happy about, he will bless you in it, so long as you're walking with him, so long as you're where he wants you to be, so long as you're listening to him, so long as you're going in his pace and you're going in the direction that he wants you to go. It is tempting to look and say, I want to be where this person is, or I want to go where this person is going to, or I want to copy this person. It is tempting. Sometimes it gets very tempting. But remember, your journey is different from somebody else's journey. Because this person is happy where he is does not mean that you will be happy when you get there. And again, you don't know exactly what's happening on that side. It looks greener on that side. Doesn't mean it's actually green, okay? Or doesn't mean it's going to remain green forever, okay? So the best thing is just to walk with the Almighty. Go with his pace, go with his direction. Let him tell you where he wants you to be. Let him tell you, when he wants you to make a move. That way you are safer and you are making better choices and better decisions. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned a thing or two. I would encourage you to read this chapter with your family, with your kids, and explain it in your own way. Drop me a comment, let me know what you learned from this passage. If there's something else that you learned that I did not mention, please tell me. I want to learn from you too. Okay, keep being amazing Kingdom Citizens, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.